guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are talking about my top foundations for the wintertime. Now, I have super oily skin. However, last winter was the first time that I feel like my skin kind of went through some crazy freak change. And of course, we were right back in winter again, and now it is happening all over again. So what I experience in the wintertime, I get more texture. I have this dry patch here all year long, but in the wintertime it becomes itchy and inflamed, and it's really irritating, and I feel like my skin is just dehydrated. I feel like a cactus. I'm like, this ain't cute. We gotta do something about it. So for the winter, my whole makeup game as far as foundation goes is different. My skincare is different, my foundation is different, so I want to share with you guys my top foundations for the winter time. I'm still playing around with a few new primers and skincare products, so I'll try to have that video out for you coming soon, but as of right now, we're just going to stick with foundation. So the first foundation I'm going to talk about is the Stila Aqua Glow Foundation. Now, when you're already a naturally oily person, when you think, oh shoot, glow, aqua, do I want that on my face? In the wintertime, yes I do, absolutely 100% give it to me. So how I even got into this foundation was last winter when my skin just kind of went through this crazy change. I was like, you know what? I can't do matte foundations. I can't keep putting all this powder on my face. I looked very parched and just not healthy. So when this foundation came out, I ran, grabbed it, loved it. I have a first impressions review on this video, and I also use this foundation in a tutorial I did over with Christmas. It was kind of like this gold glowy glam, so this is a really good foundation. Oily skin girls, especially now, don't be afraid of foundations that say glow on them, just simply because I think what happens to us is that we're so oily naturally, and so I feel like we use all these acne cleaners and black clay mask and charcoal and whatnot, and we just soak up all the oil out of our face. So what happens is it sends our skin into shock, and then we overproduce too much oil. So if you think you're a little bit more oilier than usual, or if it's just too much oil, just kind of go through and look at all your acne cleansers and your toners and your masks and saying, okay, am I maybe pulling out too much oil from my skin? Also, something else that changed the game for me last year, hydrating my skin. Putting on moisturizer. I used to never moisturize my skin, and now I'm sitting here thinking about it, I'm just like, oh my goodness. I would literally use acne cleaner, toner, and move on with my life. Do not do that. You need to put on some sort of moisturizer, because when you put the moisturizer on, it doesn't throw your skin into shock. It just kind of helps balance things out a little bit. So didn't mean to get too much into skincare there, but yeah, Stila Aqua Glow, great foundation. And then another foundation that I love, I just recently fell back in love with again. You guys have heard me talk about this, the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This foundation legit looks like skin. I've never used a foundation that looks like my skin and matches my skin tone perfectly. Those two things are hard to find. I feel like especially for makeup for women of color in the foundation game, it's just kind of like you'll find a foundation, you're like, oh, maybe it's a really good mattifying, but it might not match perfectly. Like, I always have to tweak it a little bit. I don't have to tweak anything with this. Sometimes if the foundation is too dark or too red for me, I have to put concealer on the center of my face just to bring balance back. I do not have to do that with this foundation. But the con, this is the darkest shade. This is Mahognany. I am not the deepest girl in the world. There are so many beautiful dark chocolatey skin tones that can't get a taste of this, and it's annoying. So Too Faced, work on that. And then the next foundation, this is a foundation that I kind of feel like I have a love-hate relationship with. I tried this foundation over a year ago. I think the summer will be 2 years. This is a fan favorite of a lot of people. I just recently started using this foundation this week just because my skin was not having it. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. Over the summertime, I hate this foundation. I do not like it. I feel like the shade of it, sometimes it matches my skin, sometimes it doesn't. Recently here, it works for me, not sure why, but this is something, in fact all three of these foundations, I don't reach for any of these when it is hot outside, so just keep that in mind. But right now, as far as the wintertime goes, this is what I have on my face right now. I love it so much. I feel like you can build and build and build this foundation and it will never get cakey on you. Just for kicks and giggles today, I did put on 2 layers of this foundation just so that way you guys can see, and then I did just set it with my translucent powder, and it holds up so well. It photographs great. It looks great on the skin. It looks natural. This is one of those foundations where it is legit a natural finish, but you can build it up. I feel like a lot of foundations, they have these claims that, oh yeah, you can build it up, not cakey, not X, Y, and Z. Wrong. This is one of those foundations that whenever someone is asking me what foundation should I use, I'm new to makeup, I've tried different things, I feel like this is a foundation that works on all ages, all skin tones, all skin types right here. So if you have not tried this foundation, definitely give it a go. Alright guys, so that's going to complete my foundations for winter. If you're an oily skin girl, try these out. If you are a combination, try them out. And I really honestly feel like all of these foundations will work on, this is a huge claim, all skin types. Just to make myself clear, I do not recommend the Stila or the Too Faced on oily skin over the summer. However, the Makeup Forever, you can definitely make that one work. Just make sure that you prep and set it with a translucent powder. I really, really do, because it's just, I just think it'll just work. All right, so if you are someone with dry skin and you've tried any of these, please leave it below, because it's kind of hard for me to exactly speak for someone with dry skin because I don't predominantly have dry skin. All right, guys, so thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in my next video.